New York's Charles Watson joins us live now from outside the UN on the east side with a look ahead. Charles, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Pat and Gus. From world conflicts to humanitarian crisis, world leaders will certainly have a lot to address once they gather here in New York City for the United Nations General Assembly beginning Monday. President Trump expected among world leaders here as he makes his return to the UN. The president will address the General Assembly on Tuesday, and at some point he's expected to meet with Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky says that meeting will focus on security guarantees backed by both Ukraine and its European allies that push back against any future incursions. Russia has said in the past that any involvement of Western service members would be taken as a threat. That said, this meeting between Zelensky and Trump comes as Russia continues to bombard Ukraine with strikes despite efforts on the part of the U.S. and other global powers to bring an end to that conflict, which is dragged on for years at this point. Here in New York City, Iranian Americans rallied in front of the UN headquarters, setting up a photo exhibition and candlelight vigil in support of the Iranian people's resistance to overthrow the ruling regime and establish a democratic republic. Protesters are expected to hold demonstrations opposing the presence of the Iranian president at the UN and condemn a number of things, including human rights violations in Iran's nuclear program. Now, a day prior to this protest, the UN Security Council voted against permanently lifting economic sanctions on Iran over its nuclear program. That means European sanctions could be reinstated later this month if a deal isn't reached. Iran has called the move politically biased, and at the